So this is for identifying the broken links inside a website. Give a URL, it will automatically count the number of links inside that URL, and it will give you the count, as well as we are going to check the broken links. Broken links means whichever is not working. So we are going to perform that. So I will first execute that and then I will show you, because it will take more time to load. Okay. So here I have opened the URL called demo guru99.com, because as of now the Mercury Tools website is not working. The direct website newtools.demoaut.com, it is not working. That URL is not available currently. So they have already merged with guru99.com. So we are using that URL. So what we are going to do is, we are just going to open the website and it is going to count the number of links inside this website. Okay, so see, there are totally 53 links in this website, and it is checking each and every link whether this is a valid link or not. It is running one by one. So it is checking each and every link whether this link is valid, and it will go and click on every link. Without I am not doing any action, I am just performing, given some conditions. So it is going to automatically check that condition and tell me check all the links. So every day if you want to check the number of links, so you can just write this program once and you can just execute it. It will automatically check the links. So now we will check that. Mostly this website will not have will have all as a valid link only, but only one link is not valid here. It will show it. Finally, it will execute all the 53 links first. All the 53 links, and it will say whether a particular link is valid or not. Okay. See, this is a broken link. See? It shows as a broken link. TripAdvisor.in, this one, businesstravel.about.com is a broken link. Okay, that's it. It is over. So it is total 53 links, and it checked everything. Out of this 53 links, 52 are valid, and only one is a broken link. So now let's see what happens here. So we open the browser, we maximize the window, and we are going to give a timeout, because we are giving some time to open the URL. So it opens the URL again for capturing the links. So as I said before, if you want to count the number of rows, data, or if you want to get something related to the size, means we are going to use the class name called list. We already seen this concept, right? List web element concept, and we have given the object name driver.find elements. What we are going to find, mostly you should know that all the links will have the name. See, I will tell you this. These are all links. So if you go to a link, every link will start with the A tag. A is a tag name. It will start with the A tag for all the links. Okay, so A is nothing but anchor tag in HTML. So your HTML code will be having A tag for all the links. It starts with the A tag. A tag. So it starts with the A. So like as I said before, in table tag we have, for rows we will be using TR. For data we will be using TD. Like that, for all the links we have A tag. See, for this link also you can check. See, it starts with A. This also starts with A. For this one, for next one, it starts with A. And this one. This also starts with A. See, everything, all the hyperlinks, it starts with A. Okay, so that one we are going to mention like find element by dot tag name of A. So whichever tag which starts with the A, you are going to fetch the details using the locator called tag. Okay. So it is going to find all the elements which starts with the A tag, and it is going to store inside the variable called links, and we are going to store inside the list web element class. So now out of this links details, I want only the size of that link. What is size? Size will count the number of. That is what it got print out. That is 53 is the output. It prints the number of links inside the particular URL. Okay. Now I want to fetch the link one by one. I'm going to get all the links one by one, and I'm going to check whether this is a correct link or a broken link. Okay, so out of whether it is a 10 link or 20 link or 100 link, whatever it is, I'm going to use the for loop. So for loop, I'm going to start it from 0 initialization, and I'm giving the condition as the loop should run till links dot size of. So if I have 100 links, 100 is my links dot size of. If my link is 53, your link dot size is 53. Okay, it will run 53 times. The loop will run for 53 times. For loop. What next we are going to do is we are going to get the information one by one. So what is meant by get of I is it is going to links is nothing but it has all the information about the A tag, and we are going to use the method called get. Get will get all the information one by one. So for example, get of 0 means your first link will be fetched, and you're going to get the information, and we are going to store it inside the web element. Now what we are going to do is we are going to get only the attribute. What is mean by get attribute method? That in that we have a method called href. Href is nothing but the hyperlink reference, which is our URL. Okay, hyperlink reference information. All if you want to get that information also, we are going to use the method called get attribute of method. So that information will be taken and it is going to be stored in the URL. Here there is your variable. Now this is the important part, and we haven't seen anywhere. This is different. It is related to server. So it see where how do we check whether the URL is valid or not? In manual testing, how do we know that the URL is working or the URL is not working? If it says like 404 error means we can say that it is not working. Okay, some error is there. So that is if it is response code is above 400, it is a broken link. And if the response code is above 200 to 400, the link is valid. Both are correct, but here we are going to only check if it is above 400, it is a broken link. For that, like as you have known about the database connection and all, right? We'll be creating a connection class and all, right? Same thing we are going to do here. So first we are creating a URL class. Okay, so here we are using two classes. One is URL class, and we are creating a connection object. Two things we are going to do. So this is like a standard thing. This is not going to change. Either we can memorize it or keep it as storage. We can use it whenever we want to check the connection. Okay, because this is related to server. We are not going to write it on our own. This is standard step, and this is also standard step. So what we are going to do is we are going to use a URL class, and the object name is link, and we are going to say new URL of URL. This one, this URL. We are going to give the reference information in this URL. Now what we are going to do is this is the HTTP URL connection is a connection object. We are creating a connection object, and we are saying that HTTP URL connection of link, which is the link link dot open connection. We are going to open the connection to the server. Then only it will check the connection whether the link is a valid link or a broken link. It is going to get the response code based on that. Then only it will check whether the connection is value output will be greater than 400 or less than 400. And as well as we need to open the connection first. To establish the connection, we are going to use the connect off method. Like database connection, we are using connect off method, and we are going to use another one method called get response code off. So these three are related to the connection. It is going to check the web server connection. It is going to check inside the web server and check that this URL is valid or broken. So whatever response code, so whatever is the response code, what will be the output of this? If the URL is valid, it will be below it will generate a code which will be less than 400. If it is greater than 400, I'm going to check it here. If it is greater than equal to 400, you need to print out that your URL value is a broken link. URL, what is the URL we have fetched here? Get attribute of fetch reference will fetch the URL of each and every link. H reference is nothing but HTTP, right? HTTP URL. It will get the H reference, hyperlink reference, and it will print that. That is what? This is the URL. And says that this is a broken link. Or else it will print the URL is a valid link like this. Only this part will be a bit confusing, and this is for you are going to create two classes. One is URL class and another one is HTTP URL connection, and we are creating a connection object and link dot open connection of this URL is different. This URL, what we are going to do, only getting this part. It is going to get the URL information. Okay, and it is going to store in this URL. We are going to print it out here only in this part. We are using this here. And this URL information we are fetching inside the URL class, and we are going to store it as a link. And that link we are opening up and opening the connection. And connect is nothing but we are achieving the connection between the server, web server, and after that you are going to get the response code, and we are going to execute it and check whether if it is greater than equal to 400, it is going to say that this is a broken link and this is a else this is a valid link. So these are all less than 400 and only this link is greater than 400. So that is why it says as a broken. If you want to verify for other website, you can just change the URL here and check the number of URLs and check the validity. Nothing we are going to change because this will be common for all the websites. For all the website, they will be using the tag name as A1. So none of the code you are going to change. You will be executing. You can keep this as a program as a standard program. Only you will be changing the URL. Once you change the URL and execute, automatically this output will be different. Okay, so nothing is going to change here. So once we learn this method means it will be easy for you to check the broken link.